The gap between a entrepreneur and an entrepreneur is $0 in revenue and $1 in revenue. It's no different for me. My first career was basically, I failed out of college and I joined the Air Force. And so at 19 years old, I'm thrust into the world of small business knowing nothing about it. And essentially, I'm now working on $1 million contracts, negotiating with generals on this hand and CEOs of, 20, 30, $50 million businesses on this hand. And I am a child. And I am so overwhelmed. I am in over my head. I don't know what to do. But then all of a sudden, as anything in life, you figure it out and you just stay in the fight long enough to get some experience. And what that experience taught me was that business is a lot of fun and that business owners come in all shapes and sizes. I didn't grow up in an entrepreneurial family. I didn't have some lemonade stand when I was a kid. I wasn't selling blow pops to my classmates. I don't have that traditional entrepreneur story. And I struggled with that for a long time, thinking like, am I a real entrepreneur or not? What happened while I was in the Air Force was I was introduced and exposed really to a whole new world. And I think exposure is so key when it comes to being a successful business owner, is that you are limited by the number of ideas you're exposed to. And I was into this backyard barbecue hobby, smoking ribs on the weekend, smoking brisket. And right around the same time, my wife and I got married. And I always like to joke that we joined our bank accounts, which is what you're supposed to do, right? You're now one. And then she didn't really like how much I was spending on this backyard hobby of mine every weekend. And so, in a fit of early marriage rage, I was like, you know what? I can sell enough to break even, and then you won't be able to give me a hard time about this anymore. Instead of just hearing what she was trying to say, which was like, I like to spend more time with you. Let's do this together. Let's do it. No. I went to my office. I walked around with samples of ribs that I had previously, and I sold enough to break even. And I was in business officially because I just kept playing and playing and playing. And I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the process that is building businesses and what businesses can do for the people that work for them, what businesses can do for the communities they serve, the other businesses they serve. Like, it's really cool